Hey, what's up? Well, today I'm hosting a conference in Nairobi. It's called the Zamba Heritage Initiative. One of the exciting things about events is that they are, just like a project. They have a defined beginning. They've got they've got objectives. You throw in a lot of money, so many different, inputs. But at the end of the day, if you don't actually have what we call a story behind your event doesn't have a soul. Yeah, you can throw hundreds of thousands of dollars and say, yes, I want to do this, but why are you doing it? And that's the first question we should always ask ourselves. What is the purpose for me being there? And as an event moderator, I think that is something that you should take a lot of time and energy into crafting. So when you craft your narrative around what is it that I want to tell, why is it that I want to tell, look at this, for example. Now, the word Zamba stands for forests. And if you want to understand where this came from, it's because we as mankind, first of all, when we look at the things that God has given us in terms of natural resources, a lot of times we don't steward them very well. So there's an organization called FSC, sat together and they said, how can we get all of our stakeholders rallied together to be able to sustainably utilize forests so that the next generation will find them? How can we ensure that the communities that live in these forests can also benefit from the forest, not just take the logs out, export them, and the people who are there never see any of the proceeds? Well, guess what? That's the narrative. That was the story behind Zamba. So they called me, called a couple of my buddies, and they said, we want to do a 1 week conference, get people from all over the world, 40 different countries, close to 700 people online, and we want to engage. How do we do this? Well, that's a story for another day. But today, I just wanted to say the importance of you doing any event is just understanding that you're not just hosting, you're authoring a journey. You are part of the beginning, the middle, and the end. And you need to be able to tell this story in a captivating manner. A lot of people think, oh no, you see, when you're an MC, you just have to put one part and then move to the next. No. As an MC, your job is to be able to create sellability, be able to ensure that every time anybody breathes on stage, we're all saying the same thing in the same breath, and we're emphasizing the same message. So the question is, what's your story for your event?